Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we're finding, learning, and turning the great strategy games. Today, back into our PBEM Bonsai Challenge. And what's going on this time? Well, it's July 5th, 1942. We've just celebrated Independence Day. My country 'tis. Okay, let's get it going. The turn report. China has an assault advancement to 1940. That could prove to be very helpful. I mean, obviously, you start off, the Chinese troops are not very good. This doesn't make them a whole heck of a lot better, but it does make them better. And we can't we can't turn our noses up at that because we've got some problems in China certainly. U.S. transport pool times 10. Okay, landing ship times 10. That's great. China's 25th Army Group was overrun. Oh no. Axis Air Resupply Mission 24372 was destroyed. Oh, wow. Okay. I would assume that's down in Australia. Let's just look. 40, no, 4372. Oh, it was out in China, maybe? 4372? Oh, gosh. It's taking a little longer than I was hoping. Um, it was right in this area. So there's 43, there's 72. Oh, okay. So it came in here and the Flying Tigers got a hold of it. All right. Well, that's so 4372, that's in China. It was destroyed. He tried to get more supply in here. So he's having supply problems way back here. Ooh, that's good. Okay, well, that helps us quite a bit. Actually, we can start trying to maybe push on him just a little bit. I mean, we don't want to wear our own, especially these guys. I mean, these guys are just so important at this point. Now, he probably does have pretty decent supply up this way. Except you can see, I mean, there's no railways. It's Changsha or bust back here. So I don't know. I mean, if we could try to get something, let's not get carried away. But his supply's coming this way. It's not coming down this way, and we've completely blocked him off. I think for Lan Chao. I mean, I don't see any way that he could get into Lan Chao at this point. I'm just going to back up, surround it three ways. I don't think he can get back here, and his supply will run to here, right? But it's got to go across these mountains. It can't be good. Um, okay. Alrighty, well, cool. So we've got some stuff going. This is all China out here, I believe. Convoy attack, zero merch, one merch. Okay, well, that's a little better. So we did get a lot through. I can't remember. I think maybe I did that offline actually. Um, After the last episode, yep, I did. I went back and I said, you know what? His carriers are not on that convoy lane because they're currently trying to help with surface bombardment and whatnot around Australia. So let's try to get something through this time. 50 and 10 UK, 49 and 1 Australia. So sorry, I tried not to do anything offline, but after I had already stopped the recording last time, I said, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and try to get these convoys through. What's the point of even having any of these merch marines or escort ships if you're not going to give it a shot? Now, if he gets back out on the convoy lanes, we will stop that very quickly. But as you can see, we did get some oil through to the UK, a little bit of production maybe. Out to Australia, obviously that didn't quite make it through, I don't think, because they're at 5 and 8. Although it could be that they repaired a lot of things this time. We'll have to go see. Let's go to the combat log and just see what did happen last time. Not a lot of combat, actually. We had land combat here. He took a 1 and a 2 damage. We took a 0 and a 2, but we held the first time around right there as a train goes by my house. Okay. Then he hit here again and 1 and a retreat. Okay, so off we go. 0-2 overrun. Oh, okay. So this was that unit that was in Canton. Well, what can you do really? It got isolated. We took our chance there. I would do that 100 times out of 100 times. He did have to come down here, and then he ran us over eventually. But that was always really going to happen. Wow. Look at This combat, okay. Let's take this in chunks. Air-to-air combat, 10th Air Division, Interceptor Squadron. So that's us. Um, he took three, we took one. All right. He took one, we took one. Okay. He took one, we took one. So, getting this interceptor squadron over here has really helped. We dished out 5 damage points to his air. Air-to-air combat, his 10th Air Division 0. We took one in that, but this is also going to help keep him off of our land units a little bit with the bombers now that we've brought in this interceptor group. As you can see, I mean, it's challenging every time. I love it. I love it. Attacking units, 6-1. He had us here. Now, that's a little surprising to me. Now, he had two armies, two big armies, 16th and 28th. He also got naval bombardment and carrier grounds. My gosh. And in came the 10th Air Division and the 5th Air Division. Okay. I'm surprised we actually did as well as we did here. As you can see, our interceptor squadron, our 3rd bomber group also helped out here. Wow, that's about as big of a battle as you'll ever see in this game on the land anyway. He took 5 air losses. Two, three, four, five. Okay, and that's what this doled out as. And 3 land losses. Okay, we took 4 air losses. This may be separate actually, because if you add up our losses, we've got one, two, three, four. Okay, we did have 4, and he did have 5. Okay, okay. So this is just breaking down what the air losses were. So he took 3 on the land. We took 3 on the land. Hey, you know what? I'll take that every damn time. He's got a lot of air assets here. I think maybe we will have said to him, okay, we'll fight you in the air now. This was his air supply did not work for him. Air transport destroyed, and I think that's very hurtful for him out here because these units do not have a whole lot of juice now around the corner. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. And we can keep that in mind, right? So if we can hold on to Chengdu, however we do it, his only real way to get supply then is through Chungking. So if he can take Chungking, he's got a rail here, and then all of these guys will start to get supplied, and they'll get supplied out of Chungking. So I mean, this is all important to even try to hold on to China at this point. Current turn, lots of partisans around the map. Um, Everywhere, everywhere. That's because he holds a lot of territory. Unfortunately, partisan convoy attacks. Okay, he did get up in this convoy lane with the air. Marshall Islands air finally did hit one of these, and then he also got it. So this is all by air. It's none of it's by sea. He's not sitting on the convoy lane. So lucky for us. You can see he's got enough naval forces. He now anticipates places we may land and has them pre-interdicted. That's funny. Okay, sure. Let's look at our air units down here very quickly. Okay, he's still sitting on 4 of 20. He's not getting any better. He's really better against naval assets. Now we could try to hit his subs actually, something like that. But he's got carriers here, so something to keep in mind. Um, we do have, if we look at the deployment screen, we nothing for the Brits. The U.S. has another small infantry corps ready. Soviet Union doesn't matter. China, Australia has a division that's ready to plop down. Well, it has to do it here or here. Now, it could do them here if we held that territory, but we don't. Um, just something to keep in mind this turn is we do have an Australian unit. Red Guard Army, August 20th, that'll be much welcomed because up in China we're having to keep one of the nationalist units up there to make sure he can't get around Lan Chao. Okay. Just kind of looking, let's just look around here for a moment. Potential there. I think I want to bring this unit, this US unit down here and combine him with that one. That would mean that the Australian unit would probably go over here. He's a 23 of 30. Um, he's a 10 of 10. He's a 19 of 20. I'd really like to get these guys together. We just haven't really had a chance to do it. This is still 1939 assault. Ugh. 39 anti-tank. Well, see, he's 41 anti-tank, so I actually don't want to put them together. He's 42 assault. That's a real hodgepodge. What we'll be getting will be 42 assault. Interesting. So we could separate one of these out, put those together, and then get the new one and put it in here. Maybe strengthen that up. I don't know. It's a 23 of 30. The Aussies don't have enough production to really rebuild their stuff, and so that's something we got to keep in mind. Now, over here on the transports, we've got U.S. First Army headquarters. We've got a division, and we've got yet another bomber group. Now that I look at this situation, I'm not even sure I want that other bomber group here. Um, it's a big risk to take, and I'm almost tempted to send them back to the U.S. West Coast. I think we've got enough air here to hold our own at least. Let's see, one, two, yeah, I mean, he's covering all of this air interceptor. That's why he was able to get down here and dish 5 damage. Okay, so we've got an Australian unit. Let's go ahead and deploy that American core. Get over here. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Where are we going to put him in? We can put him right in Astoria. All right, so the Aussies, that unit. Oh, we could also look. So we looked at the combat log reports. Here's the forces. I like to show you guys that so you can kind of get an idea. Naval, U.S. up to 103. Casualties. Hey, we dished a little bit more this time. It's still not overwhelming, but at least he's up to 25 in the air. Just keep chipping away, chipping away. Now, I know there's been some talk because I think on the videos, what you're seeing on as I'm recording this, what you're seeing on the channel now is still episode 11. That we're in some kind of trouble. I don't think so. Not really. I mean, um, are we going to win? Well, I can't guarantee that. It's going to come down to 1945, but I mean, we haven't lost any of our carriers. We haven't lost Australia yet. We haven't lost China yet. We've got plans to land British forces certain places, although I've been, kind of going back and forth on that. We are going to pick up this Canadian unit and send it out with the Brits as well. If we look at the transports, we need more British transports. And if we look at the deployment, they get another one August 28th. I mean, we really need to build a bit more there. UK is sitting on a 75 stockpile. Okay. Logistics got enough to build 11 more divisions. We've got shipyards available now, so we could. Hey, the Brits have a specialty, so we'll put that on something. For the U.S., they're getting up there 2 more turns before they get another specialty. Obviously, the U.S. can crank out essentially limitless units in the game. Stockpiles up to 449. I think that means this time we should build some fighter bombers. Then we'll start thinking about maybe mechanized corps, maybe big infantry divisions, maybe, I don't know, some more subs potentially. That's something I haven't built much here. As a matter of fact, while we're here, why don't we do this? Let's go ahead, get on the Brits, Infantry Division, Assault. Again, this is 534. If we did anti-tank, it'd be 534. The only real difference is the defense on the anti-tank's a little better. Um, but once we get the assault up to 43, it'll be worth having assault, I think, anyway, offensively. So let's just go ahead and purchase this. Okay. Oh, it's 78. Shoot. My bad. My bad. Um, Okay, well, we'll wait another turn. Let's go to the US then and do its build. A lot of times I don't, do this online or we don't talk much about it, but I really should. Let's go to fighter bombers. 42, you see the 9-3 for air combat tactical. Now, what would happen if we were doing interceptors? Well, it'd be 9 and 2 because interceptors are only to a 1941. I decided to go with fighter bombers and escorts this time. It's just really up to you. If we did them as a ground attack group, you can see here um, or did a ground attack group, I guess. We can't really do fighter bombers otherwise, right? I mean, fighter bombers have to come under air superiority. Ground attack, if you do that, here we've got a 5 and 9, almost exactly reverse from the air superiority group. Fighter bombers, there we go. 9 and 3. So we're going to purchase one of these. Okay. Now we got 124 left. Let's do another submarine. Now our submarines absolutely stink at this point, but eventually they're going to be worth it. 96 there, so we'll have 28 left in the stockpile. We're still upkeeping. You can see it's not going all the way to the top. So we've upkeeped, we're now not having to use everything we've put away for it here on reinforcements and upgrades. So that's a good point in the game to get to. Soviet Union, China, 152. We need 198 now to build a 1940 Chinese unit. Look at us go. Still got 52 production. A lot of times, if somebody's being super aggressive in China, you won't have this much production left. We've got the upkeep, you know, it can't go above 52, really. 50, well, is that, I thought it was capped. Hmm. Maybe I should pop this. Let's see if we can get it up there. I don't think it can go beyond, you can click up to 56 even though your production's 52. I don't think you can go above that, but let's try that. Let's try that. Seems like something that I would have run across before. Now, upkeep 43, we've got it on 43. Upkeep's going to 37. Okay. 70 in the stockpile for Canada, which almost gives them a chance to build another division. They could potentially next turn. I think we'll probably try to do that. Communist China, 1330. Okay, fine. Convoys, I'll keep that the same. This time, advancements. The Brits do have another advancement. Can we go here? No, because we're already at 7 for 1942. That's as high as you can go. We could do anti-tank since we do have some Commonwealth forces that are doing that. It makes no sense to be on close support. Not really. I mean, they don't have enough air assets for it to matter for both of these, really. Let's go 7 on carrier operations. Let's also go 6 on warships and 5 on large warships. So let's do that. That's really what the Brits do. Now, we could have done some naval training. Let's do that actually. We've got that one unit that's 41 in Australia. Uh, let's do carrier operations. US stays the same. It's in now 43 and clicking down towards 44 in carrier operations. That should happen in 247 days, which puts us what? In about March or April of 43. That's also when you just get all of your carriers. Once you get them all and they're 1944, look out. Um, Everything else here is fine. Eventually, we're 18 days away on assault. Come on, baby, we need it. Uh, okay, these are fine. War panel, can't do anything with the Brits there. You say they're stuck on 66 victory points. US at 57. We've also already got 3 comments. Let's just wait and try to break their codes if we can. So I'm kind of working backwards here this time. Prince of Wales, that's it. Now, I could potentially, I've been thinking about bringing a group of 6 carriers out here and trying to scare him off a bit. He's got 6 carriers as well, 2 battleships, but we could bring the kitchen sink here, including battleships, destroyers. I mean, we've got how many ships at Pearl Harbor? Well, let's see if I can find it. There's Midway. We've got 37 ships here. Um, Oh, yeah, don't forget, we've got that specialty for the UK, but I'd kind of like to use it on one of their ground units. If not that, I guess I would put it on the Hermes. So we could bring all of this out. We've also got, well, we just got the Wasp out here. So we could take 6 American carriers, leave the Hermes here, along with just, the end of the world number of battleships. And we would take some hurt on that without a doubt. Uh, and lose some things, but just try to blow him out of Australia. I'm not going to do that. I know some of you want me to get more aggressive with those, but I still think we're in fine shape. And I don't know where his other major carrier task force is. My guess is, or where I would have it, is halfway between Australia and India, because he's got to be suspecting that at some point here we're going to land in India. And he probably wouldn't be wrong about that. Now you can see we're on double raindrops. Of course we are everywhere on the map. Let's count out 24 from Rangoon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so he's within range of all of this. He's not within range of Chittagong. I don't believe. Sorry. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, he's not quite in range, but I would probably put the headquarters here. Now, as you can see, it looks like he's abandoned Bangkok and Saigon now. Has he? Well, I don't know. I mean, it looks like it. But really, Singapore, Saigon, Bangkok. I mean, we could come back around this corner potentially. How many hexes away from Singapore would we be here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19, 20. So you need to be kind of in this area out by Dili to get there. We could go out. Now, he seemed to figure out where the hell we were last time. I'm not exactly sure how that worked, but he did. Now, another idea is to land in Tavoy and then run over to Bangkok. Tavoy, Moulmein, Rangoon. I mean, Rangoon's a 4, Chittagong's a 4. We would definitely probably want to land in those two places, I would think. But really, getting around here to Bangkok would be the prize. Um, he's on rail. He can very quickly get over here if he thinks we're coming this way. But I'm very tempted about moving these Brits back over here out of air range, I would hope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would be air range. It just doesn't look like he has anything over here, but could that possibly be true? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, he can't really, I don't see how he would see us over here. I'm not saying he can't, I just don't see how he would. Um, oh hell, I'm gonna come up this way again. Now we've got them cloaked, supposedly. He could be running some kind of comment operation out there, I guess. Um, I do not want them to be. Put him there. All right, they're both cloaked, I think. I think I'm also going to deploy the Brits comment. I mean, if you're not going to do it now, when are you going to do it? Just to see, I kind of want to do it out at sea, though. Now, see, we wouldn't have any, we wouldn't know if he was still here, for instance. Deploy, oh, we got to do it on land, right? Um, let's just see. I want to see Saigon. Okay, Intel's low, but we don't see anything there. What about Bangkok? Okay, we don't see anything there. Now the headquarters I may leave over here and have that, let's say, land at, I don't know, Tavoy, Rangoon. I mean, why not land at Rangoon if we can? And try to take Saigon, Bangkok, and Rangoon all in one turn? Sure. I mean, is that possible? I have no idea, but we're going to give it a shot. I don't do I only have 30 landing ships. I don't even know that I can do that. We do get one next turn. So we'll have 40. Well, that's exactly what I have out on ships right now. So, okay. And when we land them, then we're going to get the Canadians on the move and this other British unit on the move, and we'll go land them someplace else. I don't know where. Let's go look at our alerts. Unit has low supply. Okay. We know about all these. Partisans. All right. What? Oh, with the U.S., so we went through here. We built, new air fighter bombers, air superiority fighter bombers. We built a new sub. U.S. now has 90 in transports. Excellent. And we have 80 in landing ships. We can start thinking about getting very offensive, landing different places. Now, the U.S. could come west. Sometimes I like to, go through the whirligig, come up through Australia up here, but the U.S. could come west as well. I mean, if you look out here, there's a lot of open space. Now, it takes a long time to get over here, believe me, but it's something we could think about. I think we're going to throw, that would be 15, 25, 35, 45. Gosh, wouldn't have much left back here. This one would need to split at some point. I don't think I want the entire West Coast barren, so let's not do that. But let's start getting some guys on transports here and maybe heading. We could also think about going to India. Um, hmm. I want some of these to be bigger units too. So let's do that. Now he can't get in on a transport this time, but he can next time. Uh, Whoops. Does the U.S. deploy any? Yeah, infantry corps small next time. Infantry corps small time after that. Okay, well, let's hope he doesn't land in Santa Barbara, and if he does, he's gonna have a heck of a good time. Vancouver, yeah, the Brits don't have anything left. Seattle, Astoria, I could break this up next time. So, okay, let's put this guy on a transport and we'll send him. Again, I'm tempted to go back into India somewhere with the US once I land with the Brits. So let's put him through. Okay. We'll put this guy through next time. We couldn't put him through this time, even if we wanted to. Let's put this division through. Okay, let's put the Marines through. That leaves us with 15. Now, I said I wanted him together. I actually, for this turn anyway, I think I want them apart. We'll put him in San Diego, put him in Los Angeles. You just don't want to leave one of these majors open. So we've got them pretty much all covered. This guy I'll break next time and cover Seattle and Astoria. We got to get, well, I mean, we got two small cores coming, so it's not like we have nothing else coming. Um, Okay, so there's that. Now, what's the game plan? Well, I think, I said, I think, the Brits are going to try to get down into Singapore, uh, Saigon, Bangkok, up in this area. If I could get Bangkok and Singapore, that would be my preference. We need the weather to cooperate with us. And then if we could take the headquarters and land up here somewhere as well, potentially Rangoon, that would be fantastic. The U.S., those new U.S. units, I think I'm going to put them through the whirligig, pop them out over here, and if the Brits have landed, let's say in Rangoon, I'm going to, or Bangkok, I'm going to start trying to get U.S. forces up, and we can go down into these small bays. He can't possibly interdict all of them. I mean, you know, uh, if you land at enough of these places, there's just no way, even if he can interdict with patrol boats. Okay. I think what's left is Australia. And that one I've got to think about for a little bit. All right, so let's head down to Australia and see what to do here. There's a lot of chess pieces here to move. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is take this American bomber group and put it back through. The reason I'm going to do that, now the other thing I could do is send it out over by India just in case if the Brits land. Hmm, it's actually not the worst idea in the world. I'm not sure it's a great idea either to have a bomber group all by itself out in the middle of the Pacific. Um, you know what? I'm going to take a chance because if it doesn't look promising next turn, we can always send him back through the whirligig. So let's put him through to India. And if the Brits land out there and take Rangoon or take something else, we'll have a little bit of air power we can add to the equation. Now, the reason I did that is if you look at any of these air units, let's look at this one. The only place we could have air right now is out here in the desert because we've got everything else covered. We've got Sydney covered, Newcastle, Canberra. None of these hexes can have air unless we build an airfield. So um, I don't think it makes sense to land that here. Okay, on to the next thing. We've got the U.S. Army headquarters, Doug MacArthur, trying to make his way onto land. But before we do, well, is that true? Let's try to bring these guys in. They're on stealth mode. Can they get in here? Excellent. All right. So he's in. Boy, oh boy. Holding your breath, right? Well, hold on. All right, let's try to get this division in here too. And you say, well, gosh, you got no place to put these guys. Well, we're going to fix that, hopefully. They're going on stealth mode. I'm not sure if that helps or not, but makes me feel better. Yeah. Whew. Okay. All right, in they go. Now then, we've gotten really lucky with the enemy interdiction this time, I must say. Usually one of or two of this stuff that we've landed here would have gotten blown out. But he does have his carriers over here because he's trying to help his land forces. He probably should have them, over in here, interdict, anything we would get into Sydney, but also he would be able to interdict with his carriers up into Newcastle. I think these, well, I could be wrong. I don't want to criticize if I'm not sure because I think maybe this carrier has a range of 5, but it doesn't look like that interdiction was coming from the carriers themselves. So I don't know. I don't know. These guys got to make sure they're on full support, the air, and they are. Let's do that. Um, and let's think about bombing something here. Now, this is a really strong force, but what we're going to do now that we landed here is I'm going to take this unit. Okay, 41 assault, 41 assault. I just want to make sure we got that right. Now he's a 10. Okay. Um, Now then, I think I want MacArthur in here. This guy is doubly dug in. He's a, 30 of 30 U.S. division, 524. He could potentially go to a 42 assault soon. He's not there yet. Um, I think what I'm going to do then, so he's a 20 of 20. Let's disembark. What's the command headquarters? That's anti-tank 40. So a 433, 434. Okay, so we do want the division to disembark in Newcastle itself. All right, so now we've still got the headquarters to go. Well, that actually works because I'd rather have the headquarters here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I guess it is within 5, but okay. Now then, let's back him up. Can he get over there? No. Let's back him up. Let's bring this American unit here. Let's have this American unit go into him. Let's have him go here. He's a stronger unit. 39. He's a 423. He's a 534. So, I mean, he's a better unit, the 42 assault. But why is he only showing a 4 strength? Oh, he's got 23 of 30. He's got 19 of two. Yeah, this guy's the better guy to bring down here. I don't see how it could be any other way. Now he's going to try to push through here, but now we have two American 10s, and as a matter of fact, let's see what we could do here. With shift on. No, that's not who I want. I want you. Oh, it's 3-2. Interesting. Okay. That's because he can't attack yet, but next turn he'll be able to. Um, 19 of 20, 27 of 30. This all looks okay. I kind of would rather he be over here, I think. I don't want him to be around me three different directions here. Um, let's look at the logistics there. That turns it down to a 5 for him, but this way he can only get around me two ways no matter what. I'm going to bring him there, even though I'm giving up. Now, what we got to be careful of is he doesn't sneak right in here. If he blows this guy out, let's put him on hold and hope that works. Because if he blows this out and he moves here, he cuts our rail line to Sydney. Now, we would still be getting port supply, but he would immediately run over here and interdict that. Um, that's 1-1. I could start trying to bomb him. This is 42 close support. Let's hit this guy and see what happens. All right, we took two losses there, but you know what? I'm going to hit him again just to make sure. We can give up a few points here to make sure he doesn't have enough juice to get us right there. And then next turn, we can attack, and we can also attack into this now that I moved up a little bit. Now, he's probably going to try to sneak around here, but we can always take this or something else over here that I brought out here and get over here. That reminds me, Doug MacArthur's got to get off the dang boat. There he is. All right. I'm not going to move. I'm not going to do anything with this guy. He's at 4 of 20 air interceptors. He got out here and helped a little bit. He's sitting on 18 of 20. He's now on 17 of 20. That's fine. That's fine, right? We got him on full support. I think that's as good as we can do. We've got a lot of stuff coming this way. Do I dare take something else? Well, I can't move any of those, but I could move out of San Francisco. That seems like a really bad idea to me, though. Let's make sure he's on naval and full support just in case something tries to come in here. He's got no transports left. I mean, they've got 15, but that's okay. I mean, we'll have more next time, and we've got another infantry corps that's going to get set down. So I think we leave that alone for now, unless we were going to put something like this on a transport. We continue to build all these naval assets. Oh, that reminds me. Do I do the Hermes and do the anti-air? I could go do something crazy with Hermes and go put him up with those troops that are going to try to land in Southeast Asia. But nah, I'm risk averse. That's fine. That's how you often win games like this. Just don't make mistakes. Um, all right, so we've got China left, and what are we going to do with China? Well, we can't allow him to get around over here, so we're going to have to back everybody up one. That's fine, and this looks really strong. This looks really strong, especially when you see the logistics out here. So we're gonna just do. I'm gonna just back up defensively here at Lanchow. Now, what he's gonna try to do is get out here. So if we lose this, we have nowhere to back off to. As you can see, he's fleeing a bit, and that's because his supply situation is terrible. But so is ours. But we've got at least good supply right here by Chengdu and Chongqing. Um, which leads me to believe maybe we should attack. That's 4-1. Ooh, that's only 1-1. My goodness. This is a 13-30. We got to let him build a little bit. I'd like to get. Ooh, okay. Well, he's out of supply there. I don't want him to get around this way. I think maybe we almost have to give up Kunming. Let's get him back one because I know I'm going to make these moves. Dup, 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 dup. Nope, don't want to do that. Let's do that so it blocks him from cutting us off here, hopefully. I mean, we'll see if that's true, but we got to get these guys back to supply. Um, okay. He's still doubly dug in. I like that. Now he's going to get attacked this time, no doubt about that. This unit, let's back up for a second. He's not really pressuring here, which kind of surprises me, to be honest. Not sure where a lot of those troops in India went. Maybe he's thinking about launching some other kind of invasion. Um, hmm. Well, tempted to move him up this way. He's one of our stronger units, but I also can't allow him to get around us this way. And I really don't want him to get out here either. There's a lot of places I don't want him to go. Um, all right, why don't I move this unit here? It's not a great supply situation, but okay. Um, hmm. Going back and forth on this one. I just don't want him to sneak around this corner. I think that's one place we're vulnerable. Let's move him back. He's going to stay there. Now he's going to get, attacked strongly there. I could move this back here, but these guys start to look like they're going to get cut off. I'm going to leave him there for a turn. The rest of these guys, yeah, okay. I mean, we're back behind the river. That's about all we can do. These guys, I think, kind of hold. Now he's going to get obliterated this turn, probably. He's got 4, 8, 6, 5, but that keeps it's going to keep happening. Um, One thing we could do, though, what's this unit? This is now up to, oh shoot, let's take logistics off. This is up to a 4 of 5 now. He's a 3 of 5. Really don't want him to get blasted. If I move him back here, he can't get around 3 ways with some of these other guys. He's 19 of 30, 15 of 30. Yeah, I'm going to move him back. Um, Now you may say you're giving up a river crossing. Well, I am, but he was just going to get obliterated that turn anyway. So let's move him back one. Now he can be surrounded on 3 sides right now. Okay. He can really only get it from 2 directions. He could get it from 3, but part of that's across the river. He's also the strongest unit we've got. This guy, I think we need to try to blast out of here if we can. And there he goes. All right, so that's fun. It's better than some of the other stuff that's been going on around here. Um, this guy, there's no reason for him to sit back here, really. I mean, we may as well move him up here. I could move this guy up, right, and put this guy there, or let's move him up. He's on the plains. That means we can move the headquarters there. And this is the front. It's all defense in China. It always is. I guess he could get across here potentially, but that leaves him awfully vulnerable to a 3 attack. If he moves here, you know, he's going to with one of these stronger units. I guess, that's a 10 attack uh, a 2 attack. I'm sorry. This guy, I mean, if you just look at how the odds play out, it's 1 to 2, and we're attacking across the river there. But so is he, and these are weaker units. He's getting no good supply here, so I think this is about one of the better setups we could have in China if you're getting pressured this hard. So anyway, this has been Strategy Gaming Dojo. Hopefully you're enjoying this one. I know I am. We're still in plenty good shape. Don't despair. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. We just have to hold on to Australia. If we lose Australia at this point, and I think I cut that off by coming down here, I would find it very difficult to believe he can take that out with no matter how strong his 2 units are, given this supply situation, this sitting here at Canberra, the only thing we have to worry about is this getting blown out of here, him moving through here and cutting off our supply to Sydney. Um, this unit needs to build up a little bit. It's a 42 assault. I mean, it's strong, but he got knocked out of here last time. Now, we do have air assets in here, and we tried to weaken him a bit with the bombing. We could try it again, but this unit's just kind of on its last legs, so I don't really want to do that. If we look at effectiveness, see, he's down to 46%. That's the problem. 92. He could hit there and try to move through. We would have two 10 units, though, that could try to blast him, and we could also try to move down here. Now, he may try to take on this unit. It's probably our weakest unit here, but we do have more American forces. I would love it if we could take them to India, but we'll see. We'll see if we can get those British forces on next time. Hopefully he doesn't see me. I don't know. Maybe comments or he's got coast watchers. I mean, that's a long ways away, but maybe they can see us. I don't know how he found us last time. But anyway, Strategy Gaming Dojo, I'll talk to you next time. Have a good one.